Hi guys, Masofdas here, and I'm just going to bring you my EGX wrap-up video. If you watched my Day 0 video, I said I was going to do a vlog for a week every day. After the first day, I played only about 4 or 5 games, and the internet in the hotel was pretty shocking. So I decided to, against that, and just do this final wrap-up video. Last year we did an EGX podcast between me and Drunker, or Buscally as well, maybe you want to call him. So it's sort of the same as last year, but obviously it's just myself. I'm going to run down the 22 games I played. I actually played more than 22 games, but 4 of them were PlayStation VR games, which I'm going to talk about on Enter the PlayStation VR this week, which will be up shortly after this video. Then I also have news about some PlayStation VR stuff as well. So if you're not interested about PlayStation VR, then don't worry about it, it's not here, but it's there if you want it. I also played a few others for trying to get some, some swag, merchandise and stuff like that. Like the Sony stand, you had to get stamps on the cards. So I played Uncharted 4, FIFA 17, Overwatch, games that are already out just to get the stamps and stuff. So yeah, so I'm not really going to talk too much about them. And like I said, day 1, didn't play much. I mainly walked around the arena, see what was there, what was not there. If you watch the Day 0, no Nintendo, no Microsoft. Well, Gears of War 4 was there, and that was it. And yeah, real sparse this year. They opened it up much more than last year, and they added like more food stuff in the middle because they got more room. And like the retro section, like they had the area where the retro section normally is, like the forward-thing retro, and then right behind it, they got like rows and rows and rows of like retro, like CRTs. TVs and like retro consoles, mainly like PS3s and 360s and stuff, plugged up, some original Xbox, PS2 and stuff, not like retro, but like that was expanded and it looked like it was just like, oh, we got all this space, let's put something there, sort of thing. 18 area last year was like big sets from Ubisoft and everything. Like this year was just like a tiny little space with like the 4 games lined up next to each other. But anyways, talking about, I also did a kind of funny meet up on Saturday night. I had my first ever Cheeky Nando's. But enough about that. We're going to go right into the games. We're going to go from A to Z. I thought that's the best way to do it. Not, I played this day 1, this day 2, blah blah blah. So A to Z, from the start, I'm going to start with Avicii Vector, which is a rhythm game based on Avicii's music. Avicii's like producer or something on it as well. Not too bad. You're a spaceship going in like the Avicii's like logo triangle, and you have to like square X rhythm and move around. It's not too bad. The only issue I've got, I think the game's gonna have Amplitudes out already on the PlayStation Store from Monix, who obviously studio new music rhythm games very well. So that's already out. And then we've got Thumper coming. I presume that's going to be a PlayStation VR compatible game as well. That's coming out. That looks really good. So then this is going to come out. I was like, oh, another music rhythm game. Plus it uses that triangle thing. Entwined uses a similar system. That's got rhythm. That's more of like a artistic indie game, but it still has a similar premise. So lots like it. It was okay. Mainly played it because I wanted the stamp for playing a PSN title sort of thing section. But it was okay for what it was. But I don't know how well it's going to do. Next game up, Brawlout. This was in the res zone. Basically Super Smash Bros. With their own cast characters. Played with the developers. First game I actually won is same as Smash Bros. 100%, but first like 3 wins. Sort of thing. I played as Captain Feathers, which is a Native American bald eagle character. He can fly and stuff. That's like his ability. Played as a Pharaoh, I think she's called. She's a cat who's like an Egyptian sort of character, and she's got like a kick which is like really fast, a bit like Chun-Li's. There's a walrus, I can't remember what he was called. He can freeze people, a bit like Sub-Zero. So they're taking things from other fighting games and melding into like this Smash Bros. Type clone. 4 players at the moment. They're hoping to 8. I can't remember how many characters they're hoping to get. Yeah, pretty decent. I think might be on Steam now or Early Access. I'm not 100% sure on that. So don't quote me on that. It's coming to PS4 and Xbox One, and it's actually fairly decent playing Smash Bros. So if you want a Smash Bros game that don't have a Nintendo console, this is mostly the closest you're going to get, and not be too bad. I gather get online play and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not too bad, worth checking out if you like that sort of game. Next up, Dragon Quest Builders. This is the Minecraft-like Dragon Quest title, which has got a story. It seems to start from the very start of the game. You're in a cave, you get talked to by a goddess, and then you come out of the cave, and then you got to start building stuff, and a villager comes and wants to live in your village, and then they're like, oh, I need a house, so you got to build them a house, and then like, oh, I need a bed, and you got to build them a bed. Basically, it's that sort of thing, but like Minecraft with like the blocks, but much more polished, I would say, than Minecraft, and then the characters look like Dragon Quest characters from like Dragon Quest Heroes. If you want that style like comparison, yeah, and then there's like the monsters, Dragon Quest monsters, like slimes and that going around the land. Actually, quite fun. The only issue for me, I quite like Dragon Quest Heroes. I'm still not playing proper Dragon Quest. Can't wait for 11. Excuse me. The only problem with me comes out October 14th, the day after PlayStation VR. So I don't know if I'm be able to pick it up and play it, but it seemed quite good. Sticking to Square Enix. Next one, Final Fantasy 12. This one is easy to go and play. Just walked out, hardly anyone playing it. Someone just the game continued. And I thought there must be something wrong with it. This is going way too fast. There's a fast forward button to my character. Yeah, it looks like a PS2 game that's been remastered. That'd be fair, because I hear some like kids, when crying out, oh no, it's rubbish, and like they don't really know what it is. Yeah, but it seemed okay. I'm not sure about the combat system. I've not played 12 before. You're in the dungeon, so it's like hard to tell what you're doing, and like continue from up someone else's game. It's like chuck you right in the dungeon. I'm like, where am I going? What am I supposed to be doing? Some of it is blocked off. I'm presuming because it's a demo. Seeing okay. No problem. A lot of RPGs. It's supposed to be early next year, I believe. And next year you got Persona 5 Golden and Persona 5 Golden. But I wish we had Persona 5 Golden. Just have Persona 5 and stuff. Final Fantasy, obviously 15 soon. We'll get to that in a minute. And Kingdom Hearts 2.8, getting that later. So RPGs do really well. They've really come back on their own JRPGs, especially on PlayStation. So yeah, it's okay. Like I said, not sure if I'll pick it up or not. Depends when it does come out early. If there's nothing else around it, might be worth picking up. So next one is Final Fantasy 15. This was in 3 places. Twice at Square, one on Xbox One, one on PS4, and then in the Sony booth on PlayStation 4. I played the Sony booth. The queue was much shorter than the Sony booth to play it. It was like tucked away in the bigger Japan section. This game obviously got delayed from September. It was supposed to come out this month in November, with polishing and patches and that. Out of all the games I played at EGX, that seems like the most unfinished game. There's other games I played that are supposed to come in 2017. I know it's a demo, but you will obviously, at something like EGX, you want to sell the game, it's coming soon, you want people to play it, enjoy it, and like, demo those up, Noctis is there with the freak, and then everything pops in, like texture pop in, all characters come in, and there's cool sound issues. It could be the headphones, I don't know, they might got broke. Few sound issues, like Cindy was talking, and then it like cut out all the talking, and then like came back in. What we do in the demo is pretty much the same as actually Daisuke's demo. It's like you have to repair the car and help Cindy repair the car, and this will be from the game, but Daisuke I don't think is in the game, but so still weird, like all that they've shown or I've played is repairing the car. Yeah, and then walking around it seemed okay. Combat seemed like it was in Platinum demo. I had issues trying to like there'll be like telegraph towers and you can like teleport to them and then you can hack. I had issues with that getting to work a few times, and then with pop-up I was walking around like going past the road and then suddenly a truck just like appeared in front of me. It's like, didn't see it coming or anything. It just suddenly appeared. So yeah, that game does seem like it needs polishing, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's another delay, or like there is like a massive patch after it comes out or something, even though they say they don't want one, because it seems like there might be a few issues with it. I don't know, maybe it's just that's how it's going to run, and then on the Pro it runs better or something. I honestly don't know, but a little concerning with Final Fantasy 15 at the moment. Next game, the only Xbox One game exclusive, like I said, Final Fantasy 15 shown on Xbox One as well. It's Gears of War 4. Gears of War 4 feel like it could come out from Final Fantasy 15. Feels like it should be like delayed again. Gears of War, like, you know, that could come out tomorrow. You could buy that tomorrow. Played Horde mode. Got there quite early. I managed to jump the queue again because it's 5 players and I'm on my, on my own. Group of 4 lads in front of me. Class based now, but any character can be any class. We've had 1 class each. We did all wave 10 waves before quite easily. That was like the demo, because they said the demo would be like 30 minutes long, and we did it in like 15 or something like that. We did it really quick. We're the only second. This is on day 1. This is like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I want to say, and we're the only second team to get through all 10 waves. And like most people struggle on wave 9. Yeah, we found no issues. I died once myself, and the only one to die, and that was due to my own idiocy, trying to chainsaw something and then getting caught by something else instead of just killing the thing that I was trying to think. Yeah, but it seemed good. It seemed more like more Gears of War, and more Gears of War was good. Didn't play the single player demo. They did have one. I kind of don't want to play the single player demo. I want to see how the story plans out myself. That's why I played Horde. And next one, a game that's coming in 2017, Gran Turismo Sport. Again, felt fairly, polished, well done. They played full driving setup with, pedals, wheel, chair, and everything like that. So it's quite cool. And like you said, delayed, I think, is because they want to add stuff and polish it, because that's what Polyphony's like. Otherwise, I expect that could actually come out this year. It's a racing game. I'm not a huge big fan. I'm going to be playing Forza Horizon 3 soon. But that's more of an arcade style and Big Island, going to, community and online. Well, Gran Turismo Sport will be more sim-based, which I'm not a huge fan of. But yeah, it seemed okay, especially in the pedals, and you play cockpit view and feel like you drive a natural car. Yeah, so I reckon if you are excited for it, it will be a decent racing game. Just going to have a quick drink, sorry about this. Right, next one was in Sony's Big in Japan section, was Gravity Rush 2. Yeah, if you look on the EGX website, it's not even listed, it's not it's even there. They have 4 displays of it. Most probably one of the best looking games due to the animation, art style. It's like anime, Studio Ghibli sort of style. I played like the first Gravity Rush, which I played a bit on beta. I played first 10 episodes of the HD remaster. Looks much better than the HD remaster. But otherwise it's the same mechanic, flying around or whatever, and like seemed like this new island, and not much to say. If you like the first one, you're going to like this. If you didn't like the first one, you're mostly not going to like it. If you've not tried the first one, I think it's quite cheap on the PlayStation Network. It's quite often on sale. I don't know about on the Vita version. Yeah, pretty decent, and it's nice surprise that it was there. Something that wasn't there, which I was quite surprised about, sort of, well, not surprised as surprised, is Last Guardian. It was shown on stage. They had, I think Rob from PlayStation Access, or maybe Holly, I'm not sure who it was, someone from PlayStation Access played it with someone on stage. The demo, and they had a stand of Trico's leg, just his leg. I don't know why I didn't have that screen that moves where you go up to and Trico comes out. They had a Lego gather to give scale to show you how big Trico is, but that's all they had of it. And then, that game comes out really soon, and they're not showing anything. I know it's a game that you don't really want to play because of spoilers, and not by me, emotional attachment of the game, but still would have been nice to have something there. even like a demo reel showing it or something. Right, next is most probably the game of the show. Was Horizon Zero Dawn. Bit of a hard one to play. It's half an hour slots you have to book in to play it, but well worth playing it if you can, and if you could have played it. You demonstrated someone playing it on PlayStation 4. You sit down like in sort of like a mini cinema, showing us playing it, explaining the mechanics, what you got to do, and then you play it for 15 minutes. You switch between, because they only had like camera like 10 screens, there's 20 of us or something, so you switch after you all go. Demo era that we play was smaller than what they showed, and it's quite, tame with Broadhead, which is like a ox, defeat some watchers, defeat a shell shocker, and things like that. So sort of basic what you could sort of do, but that game is absolutely gorgeous, running on retail PS4s like you might own. The game's gorgeous. Mechanically, it's pretty good. It feels a bit, I want to say Witchery, but I've not played much Witcher, but like how the system and everything works, and how you select things, and how you can and then the RPG elements and how you can tackle different things. So I'm going to use this electric rope to electrocute, this thing, so it goes down, or I can go through the grass and stealthily get this, or I'm going to use my flame arrows, or really good. Sony also had the 4K Pro on show. They had some display units in like a booth. They had a 4K screen running with a Pro showing Horizon. I saw that on day one and thought, that looks good, but I've not seen Horizon play or played it, so I compare it. Now I played Horizon, and then I went back and looked at the TV running 4K, and that looks ridiculous. It looked good on the retail PS4, and then you see Horizon. That is like the telling thing. I will see the sort of in between that Horizon on the 4K Pro and 1080p TV, like the one behind me, and not on 4K TV, but it's like, I get it. I can sort of see the fuss of it. But you're showing it on a 60-inch, mostly the most expensive Sony TV they do. Most people aren't going to have a 60-odd inch, maybe even bigger than that, because obviously on EGX, if you show 60-inch TVs, mostly don't even look like that size. So, yeah, but otherwise, feels excellent. Can't wait for that 3rd of March. Most probably, if it continues how it's been showed and it plays like it does, that could be like Game of the Year next year, even that early. Really good. Next one, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 HD, Final Chapter Prologue. What a title. This is at Square. It's supposed to be a game that you can just walk up to and play, like Final Fantasy 12. But I had a 2-hour queue, because it's Kingdom Hearts. I queued for the 2 hours, I played on my final day, something I wanted to play. I'm not big into Kingdom Hearts, I've played bits of them. It's a series I should like Final Fantasies and RPGs, but it's more real-time combat, and it's got Disney characters, and other characters appear from Square games and whatever. Played the game is the Birth by Sleep 0.2 demo. I think you play as a character called Aqua. Back to the Final Fantasy 15 thing. This game, I think, was supposed to come out in December, and then it's now 24th of January, so close to my birthday. That's quite cool. It felt like this game could come out any day, sort of thing. Obviously, I'm only playing a chunk of the game, but I gathered Final Chapter Prologue 0.2, which goes into Kingdom Hearts 3. It's going to be quite short, and the Dream Drop Distance HD remaster, whatever in it, could might not be great at the moment. So hard to tell on things like that, but yeah, really good. You basically ran around fighting some random black blob bad guy things, and you had to go find some gears, use your keyblade to activate the gears, and then they turned back time, that brought back a bridge, and then each bit brought up back a bridge. I played this Aqua, but I've seen someone, and there's a couple together. The gentleman played as the Aqua demo like I played. But then his wife or girlfriend, whatever, and then played after, and she plays Sora in a completely different world. But I've never seen anyone else play it as Sora. So, and there was no options on the menu or whatever saying you can switch character. When they came out of it though, I noticed there was 2 Kingdom Hearts 2 demos. And it's a demo of like they could have switched demo through like the PlayStation 4 menu, and they switched because she just watched her partner play it, so they put the other demo. But no one else seemed to have that option. Really good. Square had actually a really decent showing. If you liked, like I said, Japanese RPGs and stuff like that, really good event for you. But if you don't, it might not be any great EGX. The next one is Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares is sort of Namco Bandai's attempt at an indie that's not an indie, like The Life is Strange, Child of Light, etc. Is 2D platformer with puzzle elements, but it's got like a really sort of like Tim Burton-ish art style, like gruesome and that. Quite a simple demo. You go for the level. You got to move some. Got to move a suitcase, climb on the suitcase so you can open the door. You got to put some meat. It's like big chunks of like meat, and you can like see the blood dripping off them and stuff like that. And you put them into like this grinder and get the sausages and that, and you got to swing on the sausages to get in. And you like the light. You got a lighter to light your way. Yeah, check out Fisher Shop Little Nightmares. It's hard to describe the style of it, but yeah, it's that was worth playing. That was at the Sony booth as well, and at the Namco's booth. Next one is a game called M, just M, I believe. This is a VR game, Oculus Rift and stuff. Black and white, like a bit like Sin City, but it's got like a few bit of red and a bit of yellow in it for things. Basically, you're stationary. It's a puzzle detective game, but you can move, like teleport to every different bits. That's how you move around. Like you're looking around, it's like this is the puzzle, I'll do that. And then you go teleport there, and I do the puzzle from this sort of thing. You can look over banisters and stuff like that. Yeah, it was interesting. I'm not very good at it. It's basically a point and click puzzle game, but in VR. And a point and click puzzle games have never been my forte, so I didn't play much of it to get that far. It was just nice to see what what it's like and what other VR stuff we can get. And talking about VR, next one's Rover, ROVR. This is I talked about this Day Zero thing. This is I played the Fallout 4 opening level. You walk with your wife to the vault. Pretty simple. And you think, VR, they're still fairly simple, but it's the one that had a big circle. And you wear these special shoes with like magnets, and you got to go like really quick like that, and the magnets, basically what you're doing on the screen, and like you swivel yourself around on the thing, and it's quite hard to do. And I said, well, if I was in the actual wasteland fighting monsters, how would I shoot them? They had like a gun, plastic like sort of light gun made up. Said no one on here, they didn't bring it because no one really here would be able to do it. It takes a long time to learn how to do. They had a demo video going showing like one of the chats playing it, gun like shooting, stopping, crouching and everything. That circle thing is compatible with like Rift gear and Vive, not PSVR. I doubt it ever will be, unless like somehow tricks the PlayStation VR to think that it's a analog stick or something. I don't know, but it's quite cool to see, what can be done and what people are doing. Anyway, next one, Skylanders. You might even think of why am I playing Skylanders. They showed the Crash Bandicoot level. Amazing. I didn't play as Crash, unfortunately. I played as Neo Cortex, was still pretty cool. Really good. Like, if the remaster looks like that and plays like that, but maybe slightly better because it's not a Skylanders game, it's going to be a proper Crash Bandicoot game. It will be fantastic, really good. I'm so shocked how good it was. And I'm like, I really want to play this. I would pay to play this, but I would not pay the amount that they want for the Crash Bandicoot Dark Edition of Skylanders, whatever this one's called now. If they did like a Crash Bandicoot pack where you get Crash, you get Cortex, and you get like a disc or code with just the Crash level on or something, I would buy that. I would pay like 30 quid for it, like the price of 2 videos in that one level, but not like 70 quid or whatever for the whole game, because I don't need the whole game, I just want that Crash level. It was really good. Surprised that good it was. But well check it out if you do like Skylanders or a real big Crash fan. I would say buy it, but I'm not that big of a fan to spend 70 quid on something I'm not going to use all of. Next one, Smash Up. Smash Up is based on the board game Smash Up, which is a bit like King of Tokyo. That's the game. I know the two different companies, but similar comparison. They made it basically into a digital version, Steam it, whatever. It's coming to phones. I might play it on a phone. I know a few times with mates and that we've played things like Evil Apples on our phone, which is a card-based game. Something like this would be cool. You use decks of like dinosaurs, zombies, whatever, and then you got to like take over like bases, and then my dinosaur's got 5 points. Your zombie's got 5, so and so, and then when the Sinner's race got 20 points on it, first place gets 4 points or whatever, and the second gets 3, and it's the first one 15 points. It sounds quite complicated, but it's really simple. Quite enjoyed it. Yeah, so it could be interesting, sort of like party, game, or like social game on social on mobile. I think that's why I play it, not on Steam or anything. Next one, Sonic Mania. Queue for Sonic Mania was really long. This is on day one, so I dread to think what it was like on Saturday. They only had 4 screens. I don't know what Sega was doing. We're only taking 4 screens for Sonic Mania. It's mostly the longest queue I've queued up for with the least amount of game time. When I did play it, I played Green Hill Zone. I didn't play the new level. I thought I'm going to go Classic, see how it compares to classic Sonic games. I did the demo in under 2 minutes, as well as saying, like, I waited an hour and a half to play 2 minutes of Sonic. It plays like Sonic 1, 2, 3, CD, Knuckles. It plays like a Sonic game should play, which is a positive, because it plays like the Sonic game you want. Also a negative, like, I spent an hour and a half queuing to play a Sonic game, which feels like it needs, like, the best Sonic games, which I can, I can go right up there right now and get my copy of Sonic 2 and put it into my Mega Drive and play it. Yes, there's a positive and negative against it, that it's that good, and it's that good that it's like, oh, I've been there and done that sort of thing. So I didn't try the other stage, and I didn't go around queue again to play it, but like these new stages, whatever, could be really good, and new stages I think it's going to make or break the game. Classic stages are great, but like I said, we've been there and done that, so see what it's like. Next one, Tales of Berseria. Namco, another RPG in the Tales series. Demo of this was like an arena area where you had to basically defeat the boss, game over. Well, thanks for playing, instead of game over in the case of this. Yeah, it's standard Tales of series. If you like them, you're going to like this. If you don't like them, you're not going to like this. It's that simple. You play it as Velvet, I think she's called. Yeah, I've not much to say about it. It's another Tales of game. We get them quite regularly now, so it's quite good. Some are bad, some are good. It's time to tell which category this one lands in. Next, Talisman. Talisman, based on this from guys to Smash Up as well. Based on the old Games Workshop game, but they've been updated. And there's a digital version. They're both digital, but the digital version is a bit quicker, and it's got 40k characters. But the other Talisman game is like exact reproduction of the original board game with fantasy characters. I played it, not my sort of thing. But like I said, I'm going to bring you every game I've played. But if you're into Games Workshop games, I do like Warhammer, but then more classic Games Workshop games might be worth look. Next one, Tekken 7. Yeah, more Tekken. Played three games of this, or 3 matches, whatever I want to say. 2 is Orang, 1 is Lily. I don't really know who Lily is, just picked a random character. The other guy plays Akuma all 3 games. Akuma seems to have the EX meter, like from Street Fighter days. Yeah, plays like Tekken. Seems to have this rage meter now. Won the first match with Orang, lost the second one, so that's why I played another one. Plays Lily. I won it mainly due to sheer luck, because you seem to be able to do these rare rage moves, and like all cinematic and stuff, and it's like, I don't know if you can block them or whatever, but the like screen, zooms into Lily, and then she's doing like all these moves, and it's like a 20 hit combo, and then like he's dead. I don't know how I did it, or whatever. I think if you put X instead of circle down, you activated Rage or something. Yeah, it plays more like Tekken. I'm a little bit bad on fighting games. Street Fighter 5 is a bit disappointing due to lack of content. Kingdom Fighter 14, or is it 14, 15? I'm not sure what number it is. The demo seems like a bit meh. Play some more Killer Instincts when I picked up an Xbox One game. So don't really know if I really want a fighting game. I've not seen what the PlayStation VR application is for the game. I've not seen that yet, but that is something in that. I know Injustice is coming next year, and how great the story mode is in Injustice. Tekken 7, not too sure. Next one, the best Final Fantasy shown, World of Final Fantasy. This comes out in October. And that's 15 in like is really really good, like all the way through the game. World of Final Fantasy is gonna like take shit on it. It's more of classic Final Fantasy, but like chibi style characters, and then you can like collect almost like Pokemon, but like you can collect like Chocobos and other, and what's he called? Boots G, the dog in Platinum Demo. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. But things like that is mechanically plays like classic. You can even have the classic sort of menu. Really good. If you like Final Fantasy, and it's got like other guest characters, like you can have Tidus, as I had Tidus as like my hero character, and like he goes to the cinema mode and it shows him with a blitzball, and he like chucks the blitzball. But then it's got like they had a little bit of trailer showing lightning, clouds, squall, and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's more going to be more to the point. It's going to look cutesy and stuff like that, and like, oh, it's like cute, more like a child's like Final Fantasy, like the Chocobo ones and Crystal Chronicles and stuff like that. But then you play it, it plays more like an old Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's really good. I think that's worth checking out. Next up, Y2K, which is the, I think it's like 15-20 hours RPG. Is going to be classic JRPG style. Basically, as a hipster in like the 90s, and your attack is like a vinyl, and you go to stop it, and like on the spots to do your attacks, and like they all have different instruments and stuff like that. I think it's got inspirations from Earthbound as well. Pretty decent. Worth checking out. It's short JRPGs. So if you like JRPGs but haven't got much time, it's going to be quite play. And the last game I played, it's not the last game I played, but the last game in this order is Yooka-Laylee, which obviously is the Platonic spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, etc. Really fun game, basically put into an island, different island things, and a toy box that Kickstarter people got. Did play it in the toy box. You can run around the island, collect stuff, do different like sort of things. So I did. There was a page missing 3 pages, so it basically had been ripped, and you had to go find and collect the other ones. And then after I'd done that, I continued going on straight, and then I met Kartos, who's the I think it's Laylee's the bat, made a joke like, "You the god of Ore," and lots of sort of like jokes like that. It's got the snake that in trousers in it and stuff like that. Yeah, really good. If you like the classic Banjo-Kazooie and stuff like that, really good. Like I played 2 great, like that, even that Skylanders, great sort of platformer. From what I played with the Crash Bandicoot demo and Yooka-Laylee, some great platforming, and it's nice to see sort of them coming back. and hopefully, you know, both, you know, successful, and then obviously Proper Crash Remaster is will remake or whatever as well. Yeah, so a lot of games, like I said, there's more to talk about as well. Hope you enjoyed watching this. Give it a like or whatever. Also, leave a comment in the bottom, because I've got a code for Talisman Digital Edition to give to one of you that leaves a comment. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.